when you're dealing with faith, I think, and religion and God, you know, that's one of the other problems that we have in the world today is everybody wants to make sure that it's true, that it's proven. Faith is what it's called. It's faith. You believe in this. This is what I believe in, regardless of a personal experience or whatever. Some may not have a personal experience and still be hardcore in their belief. So.
You have enough time for a short interview?
For what?
I do short interviews, just random people. I do something called Street Epistemology, and I ask people to pick a belief they really think is true. It could be anything, and then I just ask questions, try to understand what
topics?
You get to pick the topic, really. So it's just kind of a way to kind of explore how you arrived at a certain conclusion and the methods you used.
Okay.
You want to give it a try?
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
Cool. I time it for 10 minutes to respect people's time, but you can
10
go,
minutes?
Yeah, it can go longer, or if you wanted
Shorter.
Shorter.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Are you okay if I record it?
Sure.
Okay. My name is Eddie, by the way.
Okay.
What was your name?
Fred.
Fred. All right, Fred. So, yeah, like I was saying, it's called Street Epistemology, and you get to pick any belief that you really think is true. The more interesting interviews tend to be the ones that, if you pick a topic that's like you're very confident is true. I can give you some examples of what people talk about, but
sure.
It's really up to you. So most people talk about, what's up, man? Some people talk about karma. They believe karma is real and happening, or they believe the horoscope predicts the day, or they believe prayer works, or they believe in a god, or they believe they saw a ghost. They believe the theory of evolution is the true and accurate. Pretty much, it can be anything.
Okay.
So I leave it up to you guys, you to pick whatever you want to talk about. I just kind of ask questions.
Okay. Well, there's no doubt to me that there is a God.
Okay.
And so I believe in prayer. I believe in the Paschal mystery, the passion, death, and rising of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And his resurrection and his ascension into heaven. I believe that prayer works. It has worked plenty of times in my life, and I always feel that I'm very blessed.
Okay. So which one of those do you want to kind of explore a little bit, like your belief
In God.
In God? Okay. Let's go with that. All right. I want to get a sense of your confidence that this is true from a scale from 0 to 100. 0 meaning I have no confidence, all questions. 100% meaning all confidence, no questions. I cannot be mistaken about this.
100%.
100%? Okay.
100%.
There we go. Okay. So what would you say is the main reason that you're at that 100%?
Well, I guess not only experience, but I practice Catholicism, and so you can sit there and try to come up with all kinds of theories of how this beautiful creation came about, but you always come back to truth and logic, and there is a God, and if you pray to God, God will do what's good for you. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I'm a deacon in the Catholic Church, so I've done a lot of studying. It was part of my 5-year training to become a deacon, and so you explore all those things, and you just become more and more confident in it. That there's no way it cannot be.
So it seems like personal experience is the main reason why you're so confident.
Yep.
Would you say, let's say that if you lived out your life and you didn't have these personal experiences, or you didn't experience them yet, would you be were you less confident then, and the personal experience is what kind of got you to the 100%, or?
No, I can say that from a child, in fact, I was what you call a cradle Catholic. So, I mean, religion was in my life, and God was in my life ever since I was a toddler.
Okay.
And so, just one of those things that I
Okay.
don't think that I ever have doubted to where I would say, well, maybe there is no God. I never have done that.
It's always just been there.
It's always been there. It's been
Okay.
in me. So, bred into me, raised into it, learned it. So.
Yeah. So if hypothetically, let's say that if you were born into, if you were born in like India and you were raised to be
Hindu.
A Hindu, and you went to the Hindu temples when you were young and all that stuff, is it possible that you could have personal experiences and interpret those as a different belief?
I can't speak for anybody else. I mean, I couldn't even put myself in that position to say, well, if I were to have been born in India, this is probably what I would have believed. I don't know. I couldn't answer that.
Okay. Do you think people can have personal experiences that confirm to them another faith? Like, can someone have a personal experience which validates to them another faith?
I suppose. I don't know. I mean, I would think it could be possible, I guess. But I just, I wouldn't know. Wouldn't know that if that were to work for them, if that's, I guess it's possible.
If it's possible that someone could have a personal experience and they take that personal experience and interpret it into maybe maybe the faith that they were raised in, do you think that personal experience may sometimes lead you to a wrong conclusion? So, like, for example, if there was like a Hindu next to me and they were 100% confident that the gods of Hinduism were true, and they believe that because they were raised in Hinduism and they had some personal experiences. Do you think?
Do I think it's possible for that person to be like that?
Yeah,
or
like
to believe in that.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, that's their thing. I mean, and I respect that. I don't agree with them.
Right.
I would have to disagree with them, but it's just like anything else.
Gotta have the respect.
I would respect them. I'm not. I've never been one that's going to sit there and because, I mean, that's the mess we're in now in the world. People can't even agree to disagree. Everybody wants to win, and then if you don't get your way, then you go off and cry over spilled milk, or you have a fight or something. I mean, it's crazy what's going on in the world today.
So, would there be a way, and we can all respect each other's differences, but as far as like finding out the truth from an outsider perspective, if there was a Hinduism and a Catholic and they both have personal experiences that they feel gets them to that 100% confidence in their belief, would there be a way to distinguish which one of those personal experiences is more accurate?
I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't understand. I guess I really don't understand the question you're asking. Would I be able to tell which one of them is correct in their belief?
Is there is there a mechanism or some criteria that you could distinguish between some personal experience someone has that led them to a false conclusion and a personal experience that led them to a true conclusion?
Well, and I think everything's all up to the makeup of that particular person. Not everybody perceives life the same way, or perceives. I guess if you had two individuals that both were solid in saying that they believed in this because of an experience that they had, they said, good. I'm glad. If that's what you think,
Yeah. But would there be a way to tell which one is more accurate?
I don't think so. Especially when you're dealing with faith, I think, and religion and God. You know, that's one of the other problems that we have in the world today is everybody wants to make sure that it's true, that it's proven. Faith is what it's called. It's faith. You believe in this. This is what I believe in. Regardless of a personal experience or whatever, some may not have a personal experience and still be hardcore in their belief.
So you're saying even if you have your personal experiences, people can have those experiences and still be mistaken about how they interpret what's going on. But ultimately, you're saying that we're all in the same boat, and that's what faith comes in? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that not all people have faith.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Are they capable of faith? Sure they are. Everybody has their different way of I guess, relating to that.
Okay.
Is the way I look at it.
Do you have a working definition of faith? Like, what does it mean when you say you have faith? What does that mean?
When I have faith in something, I not only have faith, I know. I don't doubt.
Okay, no doubt.
No doubt. There is no doubt. This is what I believe.
Okay. Can someone
faith equals to believe and believing hard.
Can someone have no doubt in a belief and still be mistaken about it?
I don't know. I couldn't answer that. Yeah, I guess I guess somebody could have no doubt in this. And it still may not be the right thing. Cooking, I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
If I have no doubt that this is going to turn out this way, and then it doesn't turn out that way when I'm cooking, then I guess my no doubt wasn't right. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, if people can have personal experiences that kind of it kind of depends on how they interpret those personal experiences, and people can have faith, but faith with having no doubt in that belief, people can do that for other beliefs as well, and that may not lead you always to a true conclusion. Would you say that personal experience and faith
go together?
Are reliable?
Sure, I think so. Yeah, truly. I gotta go.
All right, man.
Thanks for talking.
Appreciate it.
Be good.
Have a good day.